Chelsea have secret weapon to sign £100 million future England star this summer. Chelsea are tipped to be involved in a major transfer battle this summer for Southampton's winger Tyler DRIIBLING after a promising first season in the Premier League. Premier League clubs are changing their approaches to transfers in this new era of financial fair play FFP, and Chelsea are no different. Once upon a time, elite clubs would only spend the big bucks for players who were already the finished product. Yes, there had to be some potential to grow into, but it was imperative that you could do it immediately. Heading into this summer, the priorities have changed. Now, clubs are happy to spend big money on young players who have not accomplished much to date because their potential and sell-on value is so great. The next young superstar to go for big money looks set to be Southampton's Tyler DRIIBLING. According to reports, the Saints want £100 million to allow the 19-year-old to leave this summer, and with his contract set to run until 2027, they could hold out for that money. However, Southampton's relegation to the Championship could force them to sell the teenager for less than their valuation. If DRIIBLING was to go on to achieve what his former Russell Martin thinks he is capable of, then £100 million could be seen as reasonable. Tyler has every capability to play for England and at the top level for a very long time because he's powerful, really quick, both-footed, and he has a physicality where players just bounce off him. The ex-Premier League manager told The Rest is Football podcast. He has something about him that I've not seen in a British player for a very long time, to play in the middle of the park and to be able to swivel and go. He'll play as a number 8 or 10 eventually, but he can play out wide to and even false 9. He played false 9 for us in preseason and he was our best player. He's an amazing young man, but he needs the right style of play and environment to really thrive. I don't think he'll be cheap, but he'll be worth every penny. With such potential, it is unsurprising that Chelsea are one of several Premier League clubs keeping tabs on DRIIBLING ahead of the summer transfer window. But unlike those other teams, the Blues could have a secret weapon to sign the forward. In 2022, DRIIBLING spent time with Chelsea's academy before moving back to the South Coast where he would make his senior breakthrough. Despite being with the Blues for a short time, it appears he made long-term friends. On Thursday night, he interacted with Tyreek George after the winger scored in Chelsea's 3-0 victory over Legia Warsaw. Potentially, these connections with current stars at Stamford Bridge can persuade DRIIBLING that a move to West London is in his best interests. Chelsea close to Liam Delap transfer advantage as A-Ward Nicholas Jackson message is telling. Chelsea are looking to sign a striker in the upcoming summer transfer window, with the club having a 4-man short list of options they are considering making a move for. My perfect no.9 is exactly Nicholas Jackson. Emphatically, Enzo Maresca got his message across, loud and clear. If we can have a copy of Nico, it's okay, the Chelsea head coach added when jokingly asked if he would like to clone the striker. I have said many times, and you can see as well, with Nico we are a better team. Nico is the one we need. Last season, he scored goals without penalties. This season he scored goals until he was injured. Now hopefully he can score more goals without penalties. We are happy with Nico, and about next season, it's not the moment to talk about transfers. Chelsea will sign a no.9 this summer. There is seemingly no doubt about that. The doubt arises when the question, who, is asked. The Blues have a 4-man shortlist of players they are considering summer swoops for. It consists of Liam Delap, Jonathan David, Hugo Ekitike, and Benjamin Sesko. Football.London understands. While Victor Osimhen is still admired and being looked at, the Nigerian would present the most expensive option, and he is also the oldest. Topically, Delap is coming to Stamford Bridge on Sunday afternoon, but will be the enemy, as Maresca put it, as he prepares to try and stop the man who scored over 20 goals under his tutelage during their days at Manchester City's academy. Maresca already knew it. But the Chelsea defenders will now be well aware they need to be at their best on Sunday, with the 22-year-old proving to be a relentless menace in the reverse fixture, where he scored the opening goal after winning a penalty back in late December. In terms of numbers, he's doing fantastic, the Italian said regarding Delap, when asked following Chelsea's 3-0 win over Legia Warsaw on Thursday night. I think he's scored 12 Premier League goals already. It's not just in terms of his numbers. The way he fights and is always there, but he's an Ipswich player. He's an enemy on Sunday because we need to beat them, and then after the game I wish him all the best for the future. There are other options for Chelsea, and at the time of writing, there is no suggestion that Delap will be the man they go for over other targets, but it looks to be one that ticks a lot of boxes. Maresca has previous with the striker, tick. A young talent that fits the Chelsea mold, tick. Available for a fairly modest price, understood to have a £30 million release clause if Ipswich are relegated this season, tick. Would not block the progression and development of Jackson, tick. A lot of ticks, and that last one seems to be crucial. Jackson is incredibly highly rated by those at Chelsea, and they believe he can go on to become a world-class centre-forward with time. Delap, while being a tremendous talent himself, would be a really useful rotation option alongside Jackson, and Chelsea would have a seriously impressive pair of strikers to choose from. However, the Blues' pursuit of a new striker comes in a summer where at least 3 huge clubs are also in the market for a no.9. Liverpool will look to strengthen their attack, while Arsenal and Manchester United have had issues with their strikers all season long. United are interested in Delap, Football.London understands, although Liverpool and Arsenal are seemingly considering other options to the Ipswich forward. It makes the race for a Champions League spot all that more important for Chelsea between now and the end of the season. United's only route into Europe's elite competition will be through winning the Europa League, and that is no guarantee. The lure of Champions League football could play a significant part in where Delap chooses to go because he will not be short of options. Chelsea are close, and beating Ipswich and Delap is, ironically, another big step towards qualification for next season's tournament.